I've been abandoned by my own producer. And so, if the lighting doesn't look as good, y'all, blame my producer. Okay, that good, hopefully. Well, there's gonna be a long pause while I figure out what this video is. So, Cam, that's your penance for abandoning me. Alright, I figured out what I'm doing today. We're reacting to a ChatGPT one-shot. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's Shaky. So we are going to react to a one-shot that ChatGPT made. Normally, I like to make them myself, but we thought this could be kind of fun. So let's just get started without any further ado. It's like the lighting's just like, it could be so much better. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, scene 1. Arrival at Hollowbrook. Sound effect. Faint footsteps crunching on gravel, wind howling in the distance. You and your group arrive at Hollowbrook at dusk. The air is thick like something's pressing down on your chest. As you walk through the village gates, the world feels wrong. The houses are old, crooked, barely standing. The streets are empty, save for a few figures wandering around aimlessly. Their faces are pale and their eyes distant. They don't acknowledge you, like you're a ghost passing through their world. The first NPC is Elder Morwen, the village's frail leader. She looks like she's been here for centuries, her skin pale and stretched thin. Her eyes are deep, dark voids, like she's seen things she can't unsee. Elder Morwen in a raspy, eerie voice. You've come, but it's too late. Hollowbrook's heart beats with the pulse of the forest. There is no escape. You must leave, or you will become a part of it. Like the lighting, it just looks so... What if I just do it from here? It's still not good. I feel like that was worse. I feel like whatever I just did there was worse. We're gonna just go with this. Okay, anyways. She talks in riddles, hinting at something ancient and powerful, but refuses to say it outright. There's a growing sense that there's more to her words. Something beneath them. One, I don't like telling my players what to infer from the characters. I will never do that. That's what insight checks are for, and that's for them to do on their own. I'm not going to tell them what the vibe. My cat is playing with something on the floor now. Hold on. Also, my neighbors are playing the guitar. Nothing is going well right now. Alright, but I guess it's fine. It's still the setting scene, so there's a lot to go from here, and I fear it's going to be downhill. Scene 2. The Forest of Lost Voices. Sound effect. Whispering winds, faint murmurs, and indistinct voices. I like to think that they only want these sound effects as you enter the new scene, and it's not continuous, and it doesn't set the vibe well at all. Anyways, as night falls, you're drawn to the Forest of Lost Voices, a place the villagers avoid at all costs. The trees are gnarled and twisted, their branches like outstretched hands reaching for you. The deeper you go, the thicker the fog gets, and the more the forest seems alive. It's like the trees are watching you, judging you. And then the whispers begin. Soft at first, just a murmur in the wind, but they grow louder, more distinct. Leave. You're not meant to be here. Suddenly you hear something else, a child's laughter, soft and innocent. But then you turn to look. There's no one there. A pale little hand reaches from the mist, beckoning you forward. The children of the hollow, ghostly figures who play and laugh, but with a sinister undertone. They speak in riddles, always pointing you deeper into the forest. Child whispering. The hollow is hungry, and you're on the menu. That feels like straight out of all the horrible, awful horror movies. You can feel it now, the weight of the curse on your shoulders. The force doesn't just watch, it feeds on your fear. Like, there's no even, like, this is not a good one-shot at all, because it's just kind of telling a story. Which, like, yes, that's what a one-shot is, but, like, I feel like a DM needs a lot more behind their screen in order to run a one-shot. You're going to need DCs, you're going to need NPCs, you're going to need your monsters. I haven't gotten a single monster yet. Like, they might have not gotten there, but, like, every good one-shot has, I think, 4 good elements. It has role-playing, it has a small fight, a big fight, and some type of puzzle or riddle to use that side of them. So far we've gotten nothing. Maybe there's some role-playing here, but there was no even like other things that this old village frail leader would say. She just had the one line and there was no other information here for the DM to be like, oh, she would give X, Y, and Z points. Surprisingly, Not surprisingly, ChatGPT sucks with making a one-shot. There's arguments to be made it's a very powerful tool. There's also arguments to be made that it's ruining our environment. And I'm sure we will be hearing both sides in the comments below. Sound effect. Distant dripping water, a deep hollow echo. Eventually they led to the hollow well, an ancient pit in the village's heart. The air around it feels heavy and its very earth is holding its breath. The well is old, its stones slick with moss and dark stains. It's said that those who look into the well vanish, their screams echoing into the night. But curiosity gets the better of you, and you peer into the darkness. At first it's just black, nothing but a bottomless pit. But then your reflection shifts. A face appears, a twisted, gaping mouth where a face should be. The hollow woman rises from the depths, a nightmarish figure with no eyes, only a mouth that stretches open unnaturally wide, moaning in agony. The hollow woman in a low, guttural voice.
You've seen me now. You cannot unsee me. You are mine, all of you.
That was not guttural at all, but my voice kind of hurts, so we're just gonna go with it. Everybody, maybe Cam, put a little filter on my voice. I don't know if we have that ability. I'm losing my mind here alone. Anyway, sorry. Her voice is the village's heartbeat, and every sound in the village starts to synchronize with her terrible words. The curse, it seems, is tied to her, and now it's too late to escape. I just thought my mic was off. I'm a mess without my producer. I'm dying here. Scene 3. The hollow well. Sound effect. Distant dripping water. A deep hollow echo. It's not even like, pull up a creepy music playlist. No, it's like you get one sound effect and then that's all I'm giving you. Anyways, as you investigate further, you discover the truth. Vincent Hart, a villager tormented by guilt. Wow, a third NPC? ChatGPT is going crazy. Okay, sorry. Tormented by guilt reveals that many years ago, the village made a pact with the hollow woman. In exchange for prosperity, they promised to offer their souls to the force, but something went wrong. The pact turned into a curse, trapping the village into a never-ending nightmare. The curse was meant to trap souls, to feed the hollow woman's hunger for eternity, but the villagers' memories were wiped. They forgot the pact, their own sins, and they paid the price. The forest remembers. Now you have a choice. Do you leave or do you confront the hollow woman? Will you sacrifice your sanity and your soul to break the curse? Or will you become another lost soul, trapped for forever in the Hollowbrook nightmare? Who is Vincent Hart and why wasn't his memory wiped? I have so many questions. There's like nothing to actually propel a DM to do all the like actual DMing things they need to do. This is, as I said before, a skeleton of a story. It's not a one shot. They didn't even finish it. They didn't even say like I'm sure the hollow woman would be like the big bad of the one shot, but like literally is there anything else? Whatever. Anyways, overall, trash. I mean, like, I thought it could get cool. Like, it's the skeleton of a story. Like I said, like, there needs to be a lot more that goes into it in order to make it, like, a full-flavored one-shot that's enticing to the players to keep going. There's a lot of gaps in this story right now that need to be filled. What would I change about it? I would change so much about this. One, I would give more NPCs to give the village a little bit more life. I don't even know if I would change anything, but I would like add so much more, is more the thing. Because it's so bare bones, there's not a lot to change. You know? Alright. The only sections that I actually enjoyed regarding this is, I do think it could be a good story. Like, it does sound kind of cool. I'll give it that. But, said before, I'll say it again, it needs a lot added to become actually cool. It has the structure to be a really cool story, but it needs a lot of like details in order to bring it to life. Would I DM using a prompt from ChatGPT after reading this? No. Unless like the gimmick was like, oh, like I'm going to run an AI one shot for you guys. And that's like the gimmick. But like besides that, I don't think that I would run a one shot like that at all. But it's cool to help get like your thoughts rolling if you're like at a loss for where to start or where a storyline could go. I guess that's cool. You could use it for that, or you could use it to enhance like smaller things, but I don't really think that you can use ChatGPT to make your whole one shot unless you're like hammering out prompt after prompt after prompt to give it exactly what you want. But like at that point, I feel like you kind of have a vibe of what you want already if you're like changing the prompt every single thing so that it outputs exactly what you want. So just write it. At the end of the day, it's better to be creative, you know, and do it yourself. It can be a tool, but I wouldn't lean on it personally. But that's all I have for you guys. Let me know if you guys use ChatGPT to write your campaigns or one-shots. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us, and I appreciate it so very much. Shaky out! Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. And I'm not even using my back-facing camera because it was too much. So now I'm just staring at myself. I'm like, my pen's almost out of... My pen's dead. Everything's going to shit. The world's going to shit. This channel's going to shit. I'm just kidding. This channel's doing very well for a beginning channel.